Hello and welcome to another English lesson. In today's video we're going to learn about question tags. Let's see what are question tags. Question tags are questions that you put at the end of a statement. They are used to confirm an information, to ask for permission, or to ask someone to agree or disagree with you. Let's see how. We will have to use an auxiliary verb plus subject. You are a doctor, aren't you? You're a doctor, aren't you? So this is the question tag, aren't you? You are a doctor, aren't you? We can see that we use the subject, which is you, and an auxiliary verb, the verb to be. In this case, are, aren't. She's a doctor, isn't she? She is a doctor, isn't she? The question tag is, isn't she? So you want to make a point. They are here, aren't they? They are here, aren't they? Let's move on. When we have an affirmative statement, we have a negative question tag. For example, you are a doctor, aren't you? So we have the affirmative statement, which is you are a doctor, and the negative question tag, aren't you? Are you not? So aren't you? Another example, you went yesterday, didn't you? You went yesterday, didn't you? So we have the affirmative statement, you went yesterday, and a negative question tag, didn't you? Now, when we have a negative statement, we have a positive question tag. For example, you aren't a doctor, are you? The negative statement is, you aren't a doctor. And the positive question tag, are you? You didn't go yesterday, did you? So the negative statement is, you didn't go yesterday. Positive question tag, did you? Pay attention to the auxiliary verb, because we have to use the same auxiliary verb in the question tag as the verb in the statement. They were there, weren't they? So we have to use were. They were there, weren't they? So we have to use the same auxiliary verb in the question tag. She was a secretary, wasn't she? She was a secretary, wasn't she? You can notice we use the same auxiliary verb. It is underlined and it's purple. Was. Moving on, let's see in the present tense simple. They eat very fast, don't they? So we have present simple. They eat. They eat very fast, don't they? Now we have past simple. They ate very fast, didn't they? They ate very fast, didn't they? So when we have a statement in the present tense simple, the question tag is in the present tense simple. They eat very fast, don't they? But when we have a statement in the past simple, they ate very fast, we must use in the question tag the same tense, didn't they? They do, don't they? So we have present simple. They do, don't they? At the past we have they did, didn't they? So you get my point, okay? You must pay attention to this. Other examples. You have finished the meal, haven't you? You have finished the meal, haven't you? So we have the statement with the auxiliary verb and the subject, you have. In the question tag, we must use the same subject and the same auxiliary verb. You have, haven't you? She has finished the book, hasn't she? So she has, hasn't she? He can fly, can't he? He can fly, can't he? She could swim, couldn't she? She could swim, couldn't she? I must come early, mustn't I? I must come early, mustn't I? They should leave, shouldn't they? They should leave, shouldn't they? So you notice that in every example, the auxiliary verb used in the statement is the same with the auxiliary verb used in the question tag, and so is the subject. You aren't a clown, are you? You aren't a clown, are you? She isn't a nurse, is she? She isn't a nurse, is she? You don't run fast, do you? You don't run fast, do you? You haven't answered all the questions in the test, have you? You haven't answered all the questions in the test, have you? Jane didn't help you, did she? Jane didn't help you, did she? John couldn't pass the exam, could he? John couldn't pass the exam, could he? Other examples. Open the window, will you? Open the window, will you? Listen, will you? Listen, will you? He can hardly understand, can he? He can hardly understand, can he? Nobody remembered to close the door, did they? Nobody remembered to close the door, did they? This concludes our today's lesson. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that helps me a lot. And thank you. See you next time. Goodbye.